Guys, Sheriff Chad Sheehan described the scene as something out of Hollywood. He says the suspect had a full kit of gear, including night vision and armored plates. And Sheehan says his deputies with military experience described the scene as something out of Iraq or Afghanistan. Bullets ping off of law enforcement's armored vehicles.
Full auto.
He's hitting us, shooting at us.
We're taking rounds. Taking the Bearcat.
The sheriff describing the scene as something out of a movie. Walter Sulzberger, the now deceased suspect, apparently promising officers a, quote, parade and a gun battle, complete with automatic gunfire. Sheehan says Walter Sulzberger had no prior contact with the sheriff's office before the shooting, but he set hay bales on fire in order to maintain a tactical advantage, and his actions appeared to be pre-planned.
Oh. Shots fired again. There's shots fired again.
Prior to that day, I have no idea, but I would say that the actions that he took that particular day in that 8-hour window were pretty calculated.
The firefight was so heavy, the sheriff says, that one of the armored vehicles was disabled by gunfire. In video provided by the sheriff's office, the suspect is seen engaging law enforcement officers at close range.
But as you can see, this incident was like nothing I've experienced in my nearly 30-year career in law enforcement.
Sheehan says it's impossible to tell who fired the fatal shot towards the gunman. The incident prompting Sheehan to renew calls for the sheriff's office to purchase their own armored vehicle, something he says was accomplished just days after the shooting. On the night of the shooting, the sheriff's office relied on other agencies' armored vehicles.
So unfortunately, there isn't a lot of downtime. You never know when these things are going to happen, and with the way things are right now in society, it seems like they just keep happening at a more frequent rate.
Also this afternoon, the Iowa Attorney General released her report. She agrees with Woodbury County Attorney James Loomis that the shooting was legally justified.